And welcome to the post-game report, the Lindy Sports Coach's Corner here. I'm the Coach Dick Cox, joined by Coach Toney. And man, we saw a showdown tonight in the SEC between two top 20 teams. South Carolina Gamecocks came in ranked one position higher than the Missouri Tigers. And this game came down to the final seconds before South Carolina went home with a 34-30 victory over the Ole Miss Tigers.
Hey, you're right there, Coach. You know, we were just talking about it at halftime. You know, for the first half, the Gamecocks pretty much dominated. You know, like 21-6, but then it started really tightening up in that third quarter.
And you know, like you were saying too, that you know it was pretty much games like we have seen. It brought back memories of the South Carolina LSU game. Shane Beamer even mentioned post-game how he had flashbacks to having a 2-touchdown lead starting the fourth quarter. He said he hoped his team didn't have those. But South Carolina up 2 touchdowns starting the fourth quarter, and you got to give the Mizzou Tigers credit with the injured quarterback. Cook played tonight. He drove them down the field, and with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the game, the Missouri Tigers scored on a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, and went up on South Carolina by the score of 30-27.
Yeah, it was. And I tell you what, boy, that fourth quarter was getting tight. And also, you know, in regards to the closeness of the game, like that thing what happened last year, you know, you and I talked about the Florida game. That was really showing semblances of that. And
it looks like that people were thinking, I've talked to people before and told them that I'm going to cover South Carolina, and they said, that's that team that finds a way to lose, don't they? Well, they didn't find a way to lose tonight, because on the kickoff following the touchdown and 2-point conversion by Missouri, Shane Beamer went to a little razzle-dazzle. On the kickoff, they ran a reverse with Juju McDowell going one way and handing off to Nick Harbor, the world-class sprinter, going the other way. It got the ball out to about the 37-yard line with good field position, and from there, Linares Sellers was able to generate the offense 1 minute, 10 seconds down the field. He had 3 timeouts, and a great job, great effort by Rocket Sanders on a shovel pass. He took it to the house, broke 3 tackles, and then ran over 2 people at the goal line. He said post-game he wasn't going to be denied on that, though.
Right.
And Rocket Man is the man.
He had a little bit of help from some of his offensive linemen, too, wouldn't he, Coach?
I asked him that Big Tree, the left tackle came. He was there. I don't know if it made any difference or not, but I know he fell on top of Rocket. Rocket probably may have already even been in the end zone, but he said he was so determined he's going on, he didn't even know Tree fell on top of him.
Yeah, a great determination that was given by Rocket Sanders.
And what a great night tonight. And Josh Simon, the tight end for the Gamecocks, had a touchdown pass. But when asked post-game, give me one word to describe quarterback Linares Sellers, and his one word is special. You know, everybody thinks about Linares being a running quarterback. He's 6'5", about 250, strong quarterback. But I think this was a school record that we were sitting here debating on this, but he threw for 5 touchdown passes tonight to 5 different receivers. And again, a big difference, they said, him stepping up in the pocket. One time, again, he's done his 3 straight weeks when he looked dead in the water for a sack, and he's gotten away to find a receiver down the field for a huge play.
Yeah, you're right there, Coach. Like we said numerous times in the SEC, you've got to have a very high-quality quarterback, and the Gamecocks certainly have one. And you mentioned a good point, too. They found a way to win. You know, sometimes when things are going bad, sometimes teams find a way to lose, but the Gamecocks are not like that this year.
One of the big things that really stands out to me as a coach, and I know to you, Coach Toney, too, was South Carolina's execution of the 2-minute offense to end both the first half and the ball game. South Carolina, with a little over a minute to go in the first half, used their timeouts, got the ball back with 45 seconds to go, maybe looking to just get a field goal or get some kind of points. And in 45 seconds, Linares Sellers drives them down. They get a touchdown going into the half. And then with this tonight when the Gamecocks could have easily quit and said, here we go again, after Mizzou scored with 1:10 to go to take the lead. It looked like another heartbreaker. What was a loud crowd. And again, it was a play that it was 4th and 10, and the Mizzou Tigers looked like they were going to be dead, and their superstar Burton makes the catch, a touchdown catch to get them in there though. But just great poise from South Carolina. This team has done some special things this year, and they still got some big games ahead of them that they got a good chance to do well in also.
Hey, they do there, Coach. But wasn't that something, when Missouri scored, how quiet the stadium got? Then on the other hand, they started getting revved up once the Gamecocks started moving for that final drive to win the game.
3rd straight week, South Carolina has beaten a ranked top 25 team. We're safe to say tonight, though, the hedges are still here. We did not have a field storming event. They have put the hedges back, and they really look good after the last time I was here when they beat Texas A&M. But they play the Wofford Terriers next week. They'll be heavily favored in that ball game, and then this is a team that I think has a lot of confidence going to Clemson for that season finale. The last time they went to Death Valley, they stopped Clemson's long home winning streak. And I think the state championship game this year in Death Valley is going to be a heck of a game.
I believe it is there, Coach, and it will definitely be a state championship game. Absolutely.
Your final score tonight in this game was, again, South Carolina leads majority of the game, comes from behind and scores a touchdown, an extra point with 15 seconds to go in the game, and gets their 7th win of the year.
Yeah, because right now they're 7-3 with 2 more games to go.
And this is the first time Coach Beamer said that he can remember South Carolina has won 4 SEC games in a row. They finished the season 5-3 with a winning record in SEC. And again, talking to a lot of the guys that were seniors last year, had another year of eligibility, have come back because they thought South Carolina could be this good this year. Did not want to leave on a losing note at 5-7, and they have come back and put together a special, magical year in their last year playing.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. They're playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. And once you have a lot of belief and confidence, hey, the sky's the limit.
Great game. Weather's a little chilly tonight. Great football crowd.
I think, Coach, it still feels great for about the middle of November.
And the crowd got their money's worth
Hey, absolutely.
That they were in the ball game, and I know the crowd affected the game a couple of times with 3 straight penalties, false starts by Missouri, and then late in the game, which set up the touchdown that they scored to go ahead, but they actually had a miscommunication in the backfield, a busted play that almost cost them the game, due to the crowd. But Shane Beamer complimented the crowd, great job, and a fun evening for all wearing Gamecock garnet black.
Coach, we talk about Texas A&M's 12th man. I tell you what, the Gamecocks down here, when they're playing, hey, they got like a 12th man too.
Reporting for Lindy Sports and Cox Sports Broadcasting, he's Coach Toney, I'm Coach Cox. We want to go ahead early and wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a blessed holiday season.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Shane, I know you practice it every week, but talk about your execution on your 2 minutes drills. You scored on the last drive of both halves tonight and were able to execute the 2-minute drill 2 times tonight.
Yeah, that's huge. We pride ourselves a lot on situational football. We talk a lot about situational football, and that was huge. Like I said, the defense to be able to get a stop before the half, the offense to go down the field and score, and then right there at the end of the game as well. But you leave Lenoris and our offense a minute plus with 3 timeouts. I like our chances as well, with that guy back there, and we do spend a lot of time on it. We do it every Sunday night at practice, and we do it every Thursday at practice, and both weeks, last week and 2 days ago, Lenoris led led the offense to touchdowns in that 2-minute drive. And it's pretty cool to see it happen on Thursday in practice, and it happens again on Saturday night in the game as well.
Lenoris, on your touchdown pass to Nick, would that be considered a buck naked route that he ran and you were able to complete?
It would be.
Go ahead, Noah, back here.
Lenoris, on that game-winning play to Rocket after the shovel pass, did you think he was going to score, like, from that point? And what do you think what's your impression on the way he was able to finish that run?
Once he broke that tackle from the backer, I don't think any DB in the conference wants to tackle Rocket. So once he did that and he broke the second one, I was like, all right, maybe get down 5 or something like that. But then he broke another one and another one and another one. And it was just like, oh, well, it's a game right there. 5 a dog, man.
Yeah, both of you could have actually gone and left the program after last year, but what's it meant to you this year to come back and accomplish the things that you've accomplished this year, and still the big things ahead of you this year too?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what we're doing this year is a reason why a lot of guys came back. We knew what we could have, we knew what this team could be, and so we kind of just trusted each other, trusted the coaches, trusted the game plans, everything. And we just bought in, and I had never beaten Missouri before tonight, so it's just little moments like this, you kind of just, I wanted to, knock that, put a check on that box, and so just some of these accomplishments that we're doing, I'm just grateful, blessed, all of the above.
Describe the final play call for us with the shovel pass. I think y'all might have run something like that against Alabama, but when the play came in, what was your mentality? What happened on the play?
We were scoring. I told Mazio right away, I was like, listen, I'm finna get in the box. And I told my coach too, and it happened. After that, it's history.
For either of you, after Missouri takes the lead, did Lenoris say anything to you guys? Did he have a message? What was kind of the mindset you saw from him as he was getting ready for that last drive?
On my end, he just said be ready for the moment. Really, he didn't really go too crazy. I feel like he was calm in the moment, so that's the main thing what I seen from him.
I guess this is for Nick. When you guys are coming in, what are you kind of trying to focus on to corral what they do on offense? What kind of worked in the first half with that, and what kind of maybe slipped a little bit in that third quarter?
Coming to this game, we did like to run like zone runs and stuff, so we was just like harping on that, and we had a good game plan in the first half, and second half we made some adjustments, and I think coming out, they were just doing like a lot of change-ups, and I think they went to like an unbalanced formation. It was kind of like shifted our defense in a way, and but I think we did pretty good in the second half though. So,
Rocket, on the final play you scored on, can you take us through that a little bit? And did you feel Tree come fall on you at the goal line to give you a little shove? And my second question is, do you think that the band need to learn how to play Rocket Man?
Yeah, I'll start with the band. No, yeah, for sure. The Rocket Man thing, for sure that. But no, I didn't even feel that. I ain't gonna lie, I was in that mode. I was in that mode. So like I just told him, I was planning to score that, and that's what I did. So like I was in that mode, and I didn't even feel Tree. I didn't even feel Tree at all.